Friends, in our mission to work out a new world order where everybody is happy, can live creatively, enjoy existence, and do not feel need to fight and trouble everybody. We first looked at the needs, but during discussions, the major issue which was coming again was corruption. Therefore, let's look at it why corruption and how to remove it. What is corruption? Corruption is doing something which is not authorized, purchasing something which is not authorized and you're right, acquiring something in ways which are not legal and not authorized, right? Therefore, corruption sums up to all activities which a person does for doing something which is not legal, which is not authorized, and uses some other means which are not allowed to be used, power, money, favors, etc., for acquiring something, for purchasing something, for taking away something, etc. etc. Therefore, the first thing is let us understand what is corruption and how to remove it. Coming from human beings' point of view, the physical needs, as we discussed in the previous discussion, are the basic needs. The need for survival, need for water, need for food, need for air, need for shelter are basic needs. When these are not satisfied, human being will use illegal ways, either crime or corruption. Crime and corruption seem to be moving together. Crime is doing something which is illegal, not authorized. Corruption is something which a method, a way of doing things, a trying to do something which is not legal. Therefore, both are as part of law or legality. But the law itself is corrupt. Recently, in one of the societies, a discussion was taking place on TV, and a lawyer made a very blunt remark. Even the judiciary and law mechanism is biased. They go by caste, community, region, area, which means corruption is everywhere. If law is corrupt, legal system is corrupt, police is corrupt, administration is corrupt, then who will take care of human beings? Therefore, the need is of defining a new system wherein every human being has a right for satisfying basic needs, but without making others suffer, without using illegal methods, without taking away everything. In today's world, corruption has become synonymous with money or property. The other things like hoarding, like having many wives, having many institutions, etc., etc., are offshoots of money and property in today's world. If a person does not have unnecessary money, if a person does not have a power to acquire unnecessary resources, first the land which is limited, second the materials which are also limited, right? And third, power over others. These are the basic means of corruption. Therefore, if we want a happy, healthy, peaceful existence, we need to ensure rules which allow survival of everybody and happiness of everybody. These problems are taking place between people, neighbors fight over the wall or a boundary, nations fight over the boundaries or the rights to use this and that. So these problems are everywhere. Neighbors who were friends till yesterday have suddenly become enemies. Politics, the power, is making them enemy. Basic question is, can everybody live for all times to come? Can everybody live alone with all the power in the hand? If God could live alone only, why create this creation? Why create human beings? Why create nature? God was living happily in silence. But even God, after a particular duration, needs activity and hence created world. Human beings also need resources for survival. Therefore, the first and foremost is nobody should be allowed to possess, acquire, amass beyond a limit. Who will define the limit? Needs of the people, survival of the people. If every human being has got sufficient to eat, sufficient to sit down, sleep, live, other person can have more, but not otherwise. And who will ensure it? The government, the rule making agency. But who stops government or rule making agency from being corrupt, which is happening every day? Therefore, the first rule should be anybody who wants to become the ruler, the king, the administrator, the leader, the master of controlling law and authority should possess nothing. Should possess nothing. State provides food, state provides existence, state provides safety, state provides for travel, but no physical elements to be possessed by such people. If this can be made as a condition that those who are seeking public services, administration, police, this, that, anything which is used for govern, they should be like a saint, not owning anything, not possessing anything. And what is given to them to live today cannot be transferred to their children unless children develop those capabilities. That means no heredital rights on natural resources. If this can be made a rule, there is a nature, you clean the land, you live in it. If somebody else needs and empty land is available, help in clearing and living, like it did the old societies when human beings were hardly few. Everybody used to clear a jungle area, create a habitation, and live. And people formed communities, bastis, villages to live together with right mindedness. But now, with overpopulation, the villages are busting, bastis are busting, land is falling short, resources are falling short because nature's resources are enough but limited. And the source of this limitation is unequitable distribution. Some people having right to acquire everything, some people not having right to acquire. Hence leading to revolutions, leading to crime, leading to wars, leading to fights, etc. etc. Therefore, sources of problem in the world is allowing acquisition beyond the basic requirements and basic requirements acquisition also to be defined by sharing among all available. Nobody on this earth should have right to occupy and keep everything for all times to come if it is needed by others. Therefore, sharing, not allowing acquisition beyond a point, and those in power have to shun everything. They cannot own anything, they cannot possess physical world, they will be given, taken care by the nation or the people, a place to live, a place to work, resources to perform duties, but not to acquire from that. If this can be made the first rule of the Constitution, that no human being wanting to serve the people in any capacity will have power to acquire anything beyond what was existing before the person joined. Now comes the heredity. Unfortunately, countries like India had kings, the Jamidars, who acquired everything, who owned everything. And hence, Jamidari abolition, the princely perks abolition, etc., rules came into existence. But the new princes have got created among businessmen, among government officers, among administrators, etc. Those, if a king has been deprived of the palace, if a king has been deprived of the princely benefits, if a jamidar has been deprived of land, nobody else, no government officer, no person should have right to acquire and keep. Everything belongs to the nation and people are given to live only. If that happens, there will be no corruption. Still, there will be need for strong people to ensure people don't use physical force or collective force, unions, a great instrument of corruption today, not just the government officers' authority. So, authority coming by any means, either by appointment or by joining a group, is leading to corruption. This authority should be to serve. There are NGOs where the presidents don't want to leave. They think they are the only ones who can think, and they have collected people around them who only toe their line because they give them that. Incompetent is made something, and obviously the Constitution is amended. Even if Constitution exists, it is circumvented. Is it is used by circumventing the rules in their own way. Therefore, the next need is remove corruption. Corruption means something which is not authorized. Nobody can live forever. Nobody should own forever. And passing on to the progeny should not be allowed. Let each one be born, live happily, and rise with their own capability and strength, but without making others suffer, without suppressing others, without using force to control others or possess other things on that. If we can have a society in which people are given right to live and they are given resources to live, they are taken care of, and services are only to serve the people, we can have a crime free, corruption free, a peaceful, happy existence. Therefore, the first need was some, um, provide for the needs of the take care of the needs of the people, not provide, take care of the needs of the people. Everybody should jointly do that. Second need is do not allow unauthorized, illegal possession of anything and not beyond survival needs, but take care of the human being. It should not happen. A saint doesn't have a place to sit down and worship or pray. A government officer should have place to live, work in a comfortable way, resources to come, but not acquisition. They should not be, authority should not be used because there will be no corruption if there is nothing to be possessed and nothing to be carried forward. Only authority will be used for getting respect today. That respect also should be not by force, but by persuasion, by respect for capability, by respect for by deeds on that. This will make a very important place and a happy place. God bless all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.